an often overlooked element of exploring the great outdoors. Yet wind can have drastic impacts on an adventure in both enjoyment and in safety. My name is David, and this is how I get off the grind. There were multiple points throughout the night that I thought my tent might rip apart. But after a long, restless night, the calm of morning finally arrived. As the sun rose, I finally got my first glimpse of where I made camp. While the hills didn't provide me with a shelter from the wind like I had hoped, seeing them in the daylight got me really excited for the day ahead of me. So I'm in Central Washington. I've explored this area a little bit, but I haven't spent a great deal of time out here. And this area, I've always kind of explored it east of the Columbia. Now I'm west of the Columbia exploring this area. And I was doing some research on Onyx to see like what all I can actually do out here. And there's quite a few like named routes out here that I was seeing, and I was looking at, it's really cool when you could click on a route in Onyx, it'll pop up with like trail updates and pictures of people who have explored those trails, so you can kind of get a glimpse of what it has to offer. And this place looks super cool. This is a new area of Washington for me. I'm getting the first like actual glimpse of it since I got here when it was dark last night. So excited for whatever the day has in store for us. As always, if you want to check out Onyx Off-Road, I have a discount code in the description below that'll save you 20% off an elite membership. Looks like the camera's okay, thankfully, but I'm not joking. It's so freaking windy out here. Thankfully, the camera's okay, so let's keep moving. I wish I knew anything about this. I'm assuming this is some like homestead for some ranchers in like the early 1900s or something, but this is really cool. I don't know what they use as like the mortar. Is it like a clay type thing maybe? But it's definitely getting eaten away at the top and like the outside surfaces of it, but it's cool that like some of it's still standing. Dang it, I just discovered something. Little abandoned homestead right here. Campsite. Oh, I'm 100% marking this for a future date. This site checks a lot of boxes for me. Just kind of tucked away back here in between these hills. For whatever reason, this like singular tree just hanging out back there is really, really cool. An abandoned building right there. Views. Whew. This is a really, really cool spot. But it is 10 a.m. So we gotta find something to trump this spot. I'm starting to get some Hawaii vibes, which is my favorite place ever. So I am very, very excited to drive through this canyon. really, really beautiful spot. I love this. There's like a town down here. Can you see that? I don't know what that is, but this is pretty cool. The wind is just determined to ruin my trip. Hopefully you can even hear me, but it's super windy. I got as much drone shots as I could, but it was like throwing the drone around and it was just not safe. So brought the drone in. This is another spot I'm gonna mark, and hopefully I can revisit it on a day where it's not as windy. But really, really beautiful spot. This is incredible. I bet you the sunset from here is spectacular. I just looked it up. The winds are a constant 20 miles an hour with 30-mile-an-hour gusts. Those gusts are pretty brutal, and a 20-mile-an-hour constant wind is pretty unpleasant as well. Definitely not something I can throw the drone up in. And it's also 35 degrees, so that constant wind is it's really unpleasant. So I'm gonna see if I can get away from the wind a little bit. I really want to stay a second night, but I can't do another night like last night. Like last night at midnight, I thought my tent was gonna rip apart because it was so windy. So the adventure continues. Off in the distance, I could see some trees. I thought maybe if I could get there, they would provide some protection from the wind. So I pointed the Bronco in that direction and hoped for the best. Even in the trees, I could not find shelter from the wind. At this point, with my lack of sleep the night prior, I decided to call it. I have to come back here. There is so much more to explore. But until then, I hope you're able to get off the grid and off the grind, and I'll see you in the next one.